In the beginning, there was light. Now we're beginning to understand something of its capabilities. And our perception of the potential of light and energy grows day by day. Barr and Stroud are leading the way in the expansion of this field, broadening the horizons of laser technology, developing and refining the means of its practical application, and pushing constantly forward in the exploration of the infinite potential of optical electronics. For Barr and Stroud, it began with the partnership of two professors, a union of engineering and physics in response to an exacting challenge. The initiative, innovation, and technical precision that successfully met that first challenge in 1888, the need for an accurate and portable military rangefinder, set a course and a standard for the new company that we have pursued ever since. In 1917, for example, we designed the first of our many submarine periscopes for the Royal Navy. And it was the British Admiralty again that first benefited from our pioneering efforts in the field of radar. The continued superiority of our range-finding and sighting equipment can be measured in numerous government contracts. Our commitment to research and development programs is reflected in the company's record of expansion, not only in size, but in our product range development. From there, experience, qualification, and healthy curiosity led us naturally into infrared and laser technology, the field generally now referred to as optoelectronics. And our drive and ability has led us to the forefront of this field. Extreme accuracy in the precision engineering of our products is absolutely crucial. So Barr and Stroud have developed the capacity within the company to engineer our own products to the same degree of excellence that will be found in their design. That is called for a consistent and substantial investment in that most valuable commodity, people. Our workforce has expanded steadily over the years, but the caliber has always remained the same, as high as is humanly possible. An unusually high proportion of that asset has been channeled into our other major investment, research and development. 18% of Barr and Stroud's personnel are involved in propelling us into the future, maintaining our impetus and our lead in the highly competitive arena of advanced technology. And besides the resources at our command within the company itself, we can draw on the support of the Pilkington Group, to which we've belonged since 1977. Their financial backing, sales, and marketing resources give Barr and Stroud a platform in the world's marketplace that enables us to exploit our technological achievements to the full. Across the board, Barr and Stroud feel confident that we have a wealth of resources, human, technical, and economic. Our record of consistent financial growth leads us to believe that we're using them wisely and well. Indisputably, laser technology will be the field into which the greatest proportion of those resources will be channeled in the immediate future. Since our initial research project into lasers in the early 60s, it has become increasingly obvious that they have a major part to play in a growing number of areas. Barr and Stroud were among the leaders in the research and development of a succession of increasingly sophisticated and effective laser systems. Ruby, carbon dioxide, helium neon, ND-YAG, argon and dye. Our pioneering application of laser and optical properties, first to weapon sighting and fire control systems, and later to thermal imaging, confirmed us as world leaders in these spheres. Already we have the marketing facilities to translate our advances in optical technology into commercial success in the most important markets, North America, Western Europe, and Japan. Despite the swift and intensely exciting steps that have already been taken, we are only just beginning to explore the possibilities of optoelectronics. The future holds an awesome promise of discovery. Of course, nobody can be sure of exactly what the future holds in store. But one thing we do believe is certain, that Barr and Stroud will be in the forefront of the search to find out.
Welcome back. I hope you're all comfortable. Mr. Trevor Jones is still with us. He's not on the stage, but he wanted to be down there with you to see the show from your point of view. We're ready to roll again, and I'm glad to say we're still in touch with our satellite audience in the Bova suite. The section before the break was an assessment of where we are and a vision of where we want to get to. The remainder of this morning's session is devoted to the method by which we get there. You've already heard that we decided about a year ago that a company-wide adoption of TQM was the only way. It soon became clear to us that we needed expert help to plan our program. In the spirit of quality, we went for the best. It is well recognized that Paul Neeson of PA Management Consultants is an authority in this field. He and his colleague Alan Mitchell have been of considerable assistance to us in laying the foundations over the past year. Paul Neeson will now describe for you the TQM process which we are committed to adopt throughout the company. Paul Neeson.
Thank you, Tom. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure for me to participate in this very special day for you at Barr and Stroud. Thank you very much for inviting me along. I must admit the invitation was slightly disguised. Tom Johnson merely asked me, would I like to meet him at the SECC for lunch? This is what's called singing for your supper. My job today is to describe to you the process of total quality management. You may have heard a thing or two about it on the rumour mill, or read the odd pamphlet. Total quality management is quite a mouthful to say. We'll call it TQM from here on. It is the process that Barr and Stroud have selected as the vehicle of change That is, changing the company culture, operating style, and the attitudes of everyone. During the period of transition from where the company is now to the company it wants to be, its vision of the future. So this is not about quality control or quality assurance. So what does TQM set out to do? It enables a company to improve its relative market share by a radical and coordinated approach.
Given a civic reception in the city chambers to celebrate our 100th birthday, and several events are being planned, including, we hope, a visit from a member of the royal family. A history of the first 100 years will be published in May. The success of Barr and Stroud in range-finding has suggested the title The Glasgow Rangers. Before concluding, I and my colleagues would like to say a special thank you to each individual who's been involved in any of the activities relating to this special launch of TQM. I reckon this is the first time that all Barr and Stroud people have been together since that photograph which Charles Berry showed, taken in Ashton Lane in 1903. Until today, we have kept quiet about TQM. From now on, we shall declare to the outside world our resolve to deserve the title of Quality Company. You're welcome to discuss it at home, in the pub, at the hairdresser, on the terracing, in the jacuzzi, in bed. Some of these young fellas have been at my script again. We'll tell customers at the appropriate moment, but you will realize that every minor delay or failure from now on will be magnified in the eyes of our customer. The most important single message for you to take from here today is that I and my colleagues are committed to the adoption of TQM in Barr and Stroud. Today is just the beginning of a process that will become continuous improvement. From now on, it will involve every individual in the company. With this commitment, we at Barr and Stroud have the capability to match the best in the world. I'm confident that we will achieve the target which we have set ourselves. And by 1990, our customers will describe us by the title which we will then deserve. Barr and Stroud, a quality company, world class. Thank you.